So, hi everyone. I don't know how that's happened. I've only got 15%. I thought it was fully charged. So, never be afraid to seek the support you need. That's on the top, so that might be relevant in case it ends up making sense for the reading. Often does. I'll just put it there while I'm talking. So, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, empowering you to empower yourself. These ones are SOS messages, so it's just whatever somebody most needs to hear at this time. And I was going to film like the start of the working on the mind this week, but then it was like I could clearly feel I was being told, no, do this one, then do that, then do the other, because when I do it in that order, it is interesting to see how the same message comes out, you know what I mean, over the course of the videos that I've done. So if you've been watching, you'll know what I mean. So let's just see. So I do feel there's a card that wants to come out of this. So this is just whatever anybody needs to know right now. Everybody that gets drawn to me is a twin flame, like quite simply. And I mean like to do the paid sessions, right? So that's been for like nearly 10 years now, whether it's online or in person, right? And but obviously this is a public channel, so anybody can be lurking, so that, yeah, this could make sense for anybody as well. But just see. So what have we got? What does somebody need to know out there? Male, female, masculine, feminine. It's important to know that most of the messages I do tend to end up being for a masculine, but it could still make sense for divine feminines too, because yeah, you've got both inside you. What else was I going to say? Yeah, everything I do is channeling, clearing, and healing energy. So although I'm using a lot of cards, I'm always sending that healing energy out and clearing the energy. So what does somebody need to know? Oh, and the alarm's going off in another room. Declutter, oh my god, that's what this month is all about. That's funny. Tidy house, tidy mind. Oh my god. Create your own calm. Wait a minute, I need to pause that. That's snippy. Sorry, I can't stand any of the iPhone alarms, especially not the main one after I watched that demonic Netflix film. Anyway, let's see. If you know, you know. Right, so anyway, this is amazing because, like, I seriously have not used that alarm since. If you've watched that film, you'll get what I'm saying, because there's a horrible bit where it keeps going off. But, and that's, I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm going to, tidy mind is pulling my eyes in here. That matters, you know, again, with me being all about clearing people's limiting beliefs and, you know, trauma and, you know, and like, you know, with the hypnotherapy that I do and really everything that I do, shamanic healing, just counselling, blah, blah, blah. That's the thing about it. It's all about, like, basically, that's what I said. Although we're going to be focusing on mental health this week and the mind, everything I do is that all the time. Everything I do is all of this stuff all the time. You know, the energy clearing, the mind, listening to people's feelings and helping them manifest. So this is what I do all the time, basically. But yeah, like that, I noticed right away from a professional point of view what they were doing. Like they were planting a horrible seed, you know, and so that's why I purposely haven't had that alarm on since, because it would just, I link it back to that horrible film. Do you know what I mean? So why, I don't want to hear that noise again. um, Obviously I'm going somewhere, but I haven't actually. And can you hear that car alarm going off? I just looked at free. That's interference. So let's burn a bit of the sage, because we've just done some energy clearing the past week. Oh, it's went off as soon as I've lit the sage. It's went off. Now, obviously, it was going to go off anyway, but interesting. So, because as much as we're moving on to the mind, hopefully you've got from what I was saying. And again, it's that I talk about this stuff all the time, so it wasn't as such like going in depth for anything. Really, eventually at some point I'll probably do like a course or something, because I've done courses in the past. But oh shit! Oh, I just burnt my fingers on the lighter. So careful you don't get your fingers burnt, because yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's just gentle encouragement to just do this all the time. Like Virgo's about what you do every day. So make it a. I just looked at 441 as well, so they've guided us to Ascended Masters 144. Whatever else I saw. Right, so, and I feel this is important because of what I was saying really the past week was, and again, I do say this all the time when I talk about sage, a lot of people make the mistake of, doing the cleaning, doing the hoovering, tidying it all up, getting it all beautiful, and then, oh, to look spiritual on social media. Like, I'm more thinking of what folk probably do on Instagram and shit like that. That's what I do not miss about that platform. Oh, now I'll sage, now I'll smudge, but that's wrong, and that's why it's kind of funny. Like, you can tell. Well, when I was on Instagram, I could tell when it was like people were doing it for show and when they actually know what they're doing, because sage is to be respected, and not only does it help you clear heavy energies that are trying to interfere with whatever you're doing, like what I was doing there, or it's to lift heavy energy in general. So if you have got like a messy room or a messy corner in your house or something, like light the sage, ask your guides to come in, your power animals, your ancestors, whatever resonates for you. But like, because you hear what I say at the start of the shamanic journeys, and again, I could say that I could try and get in a habit of saying that at the start of every video that I do, but I just feel it takes up too much time. Like, I just trust that I do it before I do the video. Like, I do every single video I do, I call them in before and I just get to it. But if you want to know what I do, it's like I say it on the shamanic journeys. So, but yeah, you can do that. It's all about your intention. So, you just set the intention that you're clearing the space of the negative, heavy energy, and yeah, and then and then just respect it, that it's going to do its thing. Smudge all around the space, or like I said, I always think if I'm doing one corner, I just go about my whole house, and make sure you open the windows to let the negative energy out, and then get tidying. It'll help you tidy up, and I like to spray some Florida water. I've got rose water, or you could burn some incense. I'm not a big incense person, really. I used to when I was younger, but I've got it. I was ashamed actually. Don't tell her. One of my best pals got me like a big pack of incense for my birthday, which again is, so there must be something about good friends, fucking hell, for once coming through here, like, you know, like that see you for who you are. Because even some of my friends that aren't as like into the same stuff as me, like it's good when somebody actually acknowledges something about you. Like whenever anyone's got me like crystals or that too, it's nice because you can tell when people are doing it from a genuine place. And look, I just picked up the divination card when I said that too, and she's got the cards and the crystals and stuff. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. How interesting, because that is my coaching stuff, it's called that. So basically, I feel there's something that you can crystal clearly see that you need to do that's going to calm your mind. So there's some kind of chaos. So it's quite literally you've got clutter that needs to be cleared, right? So hopefully you've done some kind of energy clearing with what I was encouraging people to do. And if not, it's not too late, just start now. And then actually start doing it. And so, like you might have heard me say before, that I've helped people with, or you can watch me and Lexi talk about this in the playlist. Quite simply, I just want you to set a timer, right, for 25 minutes. And if you can't do that long, set it for 5 minutes. It depends how much you're procrastinating, stalling stuff. But if you can set it for 25 minutes and just get started tidying and just see how much you get done in that time. And when the timer goes off, I want you to force yourself to stop, because it can be, you kind of, you can get carried away. And if you've got the time, you might spend hours doing it, which, isn't going to be a bad thing, but just do it for 25 minutes so that it's all about, so you don't get overwhelmed, right? And that you've done something. And then at the end of the 25 minutes, go make a cup of tea, right? Go make a cup of tea, have a break for 5 minutes, go and, I don't know, eat a bit of fruit or whatever you want to do, right? Like, go and sit down in the silence of it, but just take a break for 5 minutes. And then if you've still, if you've got time to be doing more, then go back and set another time for 25 minutes and just see how much you get done. And again, some of you don't need to be told this, because you might be like total superstar tidiers, and like, I'm seeing a friend of mine that could literally whiz it, like she done it when she was here once, whizzed around. Now I can't remember why. I think maybe this was a few years ago. It was like I don't know, it was a year ago or 2 years ago. I think it was maybe 2 years ago, and I really wasn't feeling too good. And but anyway, my pal just sort of whizzed around like dusting, cleaning, and everything, and it's all stuff that like I'm better at now. And that's funny, because that's a different friend from my other friend that I've spoke about before, that it's a similar sort of thing, that it's just basically like sometimes like people that struggle with tidying and stuff like that, you can take for granted. People can take for granted how easy others find it. That's basically the point, right? And so what I'm saying is, I never used to be good at this stuff, and I used to stroll and be like, I'd always be like, when I tidy this room up, it's going to be amazing. When I tidy this office up, it's going to look amazing. When I do that, and then I was like actually never getting around to doing it properly, and it's always half done. Again, hello ADHD, and all the other things that people could struggle with too, because I've got several things we're not going to go on about here, but I always attract other people that struggle with similar superpowers, but they can stall you as well. Because that's the thing, like some of the people with ADHD and all these other kind of things can actually be some of the best entrepreneurs, but you do need to learn some kind of, you know, it is true that when the place is tidy, you know, you feel calmer and you can get more stuff done, because I love it when this office is tidy. So like that's what I feel this is going to be about. You're going to be hearing me saying over the course of the next week, oh yeah, I've tidied the office and it feels great. So yeah, let's see. I could just tell they were going to do that. So anyway, let's just see. Let's read the back of this. Tidy house, tidy mind. Clinging to material belongings and being constantly confronted with cramped cupboard surfaces is often associated with stress. Conversely, creating a clutter-free, minimalistic living space can instantly ease your mind and promote calm. Now, if you watched the Twinflame therapy last night, how weird is that? That I connected the empty room card, and it's God speaking through me, with feeling like when you're with your person, like none of this stuff would matter. Like you wouldn't need all this stuff. So that's kind of interesting. So set aside some time to declutter all or some of your home, which is what which was what I've encouraged you to do anyway. Don't just chuck everything in the bin. Donate to charity shops or a local refuge centre for added feel-good factor, or give items to friends or family who'll be able to make better use of them. So again, you can see the way that it's going here. My God, this actually really does feel like the Divine Clutter one. Do you know what I mean? This feels like, anyway, I think both videos, I think that's what's going to happen. This was meant to be the SOS, but you know, maybe, anyway, we'll just see what comes out, but that's quite interesting. Create your own cam. Essential oils are a wonderful way to combat stress and alleviate anxiety. Use some of the best oils help promote sense of peacefulness. Cam, lavender, rose, vanilla, and frankincense. You can use them in a variety of ways, including in your bath, your diffuser, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so this is stuff I talk about all the time too. So again, I love essential oils. I've usually always got one burning at least at some point during the day, whether it's during the day or at night, or sometimes both. And also, you know, I have the lavender and the lavender coconut oil and my Epsom salts, and the, or like Himalayan salts or something in the bath. You know, so whatever works for you, that's what works for me. And that cleanses. So not only does it calm you down, it also cleanses your energy too. So let's now see what else comes out, but I will put these over here. So it's not, you know, it's an SOS message, but it doesn't seem like anything too serious. But you know, the thing is, it really just depends, because this message could really be speaking to somebody where it's like got to the point of, you know, ridiculous like that, because that's what I'm really great at helping people with, and I'm good at helping people with that, because that's definitely been me at certain points in my life. But thank God it's not that. I would say that the thing that ends up cracking me up the most is this office, but that's why I'm kind of glad when I can shut the door in it. But even now, like that, it cracks me up more than what I ever used to, because I don't. Oh my God! Look what I just said. So it's not quite what I'm saying, but and I'm not reading all of them, but I'll read them, but I'll not read them all from the book because there's too many. But look, deprivation. But I feel, prosperity guys, that's about when you stay in a mess, and you know, tidy house, tidy mind, but messy house, messy mind, you know, and this is about the mind. You're depriving yourself of peace and calm and feeling better about it. So it's like Archangel Michael's coming in to help you feel better about yourself, self-esteem, the tower as well. So, you know, a tower needs to hit. You need to get so fed up with the mess that you're living in. Now, again, I'm channeling this as if it's like a literal clutter, physical. But bear in mind that says tidy house, tidy mind. This could be the mess in your mind, like overthinking, especially with all this Virgo season and all the Virgo energy we're about to be in when it hits the new moon next week. And then also with the Pluto going back into Capricorn, that's transformation, death and rebirth. Like, you know, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be very, very intense energies that I'll talk about near the time. But there could be a tower that needs to hit for you to either seek therapy if it's your mind and your mental health that's affecting every other area of your life. Seek a shaman, in its emergency, because like I said, people get guided to true shamans, or at least the kind of shaman that I am, when it is an emergency. You know what I mean? Unless you've been on the radar a long time and you just know how I work and you know that I'm going to be able to help you, and there's a lot of people that do that. Most of the time it's like, you're getting guided to me because you've probably went to get help from others and it hasn't worked, um, or you weren't getting help from anyone, and then you reach this point of complete cracking up because you've tried to do it yourself. That's so quite often than not, people can cry a lot in my sessions, and I'm used to that, and I encourage it. If I see somebody's holding it in, I'm like, just let it out. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? So yeah, look, we've got, oh my, here stuck the card. Divine Helpers, Appreciation. Now that card's been appearing a lot, but look, it's really beautiful because I saw the yellow roses on the beach yesterday, and yellow roses are about friendship, right? And or whatever they mean to you, but it could be solar plexus too. But to me, they mean friendship, because when I looked them up years and years and years ago, and I think actually in my flower deck, which I don't know where it is, that's got about, it's called balance, work, rest and play. So again, I think this is talking about someone being burnt out again, and the phone's going to turn off. So if it turns off abruptly, it's because the battery's low. But look at what I just said about being burnt out. It did mean something. So yeah, I really do feel either you need a friend or somebody around you needs a friend. You got a friend in me. And also, shit, all these cards just fell down. And it looked business. So it really could be like maybe somebody's stressed out with stuff around business. And again, if you're new to me and you're not aware of that, it is people's new earth businesses that I'm here to help you with. Because of basically making that transition a long time ago to work in this way. And also, never mind, Cam, I have had a very chaotic time with it, because again, like I say it all the time, but it's because I believe I will attract a lot of people that are like me. I don't attract everyone that's like me, because I've helped people that are very good with money, very financially free, and blah 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 blah. But I do attract. I would say more than that. There's a few of you, but more than that, most of the time I do attract other people that have the same experience as me. And if I see one more person going on about that, when you follow your purpose, the money just comes in and you're looked after it, that is not the case for everyone. I fucking wish it was. But thank God it doesn't bother me as much as most, because my life doesn't revolve around money. But that's, yeah, it's not the case for everyone that, when you follow what you're meant to be doing, the money just flows. Because, like, I've been doing this 10 years, and it's not as if I'm talking shit, is it? I mean, you can go and look, like, I've been on Facebook, I'm helping every day out of the goodness of my heart, like, when you don't know what the hell's going on in my life. So it's quite interesting how it works like that. But I never give up hope and belief that means I'm going to be blessed so abundantly. It's going to wow me and everyone around, because I deserve it. And so hold that for you too. The other cards that were on the top, oh my God, look, the other cards I just put on the top are inner child, right? So play, and the thing that I said ages ago, and I think actually one of the reviews that I keep posting below, is what I kept saying to that person was, an affirmation, a good one, is like, I get paid to play. Like, it does feel like I'm getting paid to play when I'm doing this. But what I'm just being really honest about is there's been huge gaps of time when I wasn't even getting paid. Like, and I'm helping people every day, channeling the written posts that I was doing on Instagram and Facebook. Like I said yesterday, people absolutely loved them. And when I stopped doing it, like, people were like, oh, where did you go? But it's kind of like, well, if you love what somebody's doing, let them know, and if you're too shy, let them know in public. Like I said, drop the person an email, because I know that people can, if you're not used to boundaries, you could be a bit scared of my energy in that way. But listen, I love to hear how my work has helped you. Like, flood my inbox with that. If that's you, email me, right? What I'm not open to is people trauma dumping on me. There is a difference if somebody's like just, having a bad day and they dump all their stuff on me. Like, again, because that used to happen to me all the time on my messenger and shit like that, and voice notes and stuff, and just written things. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm not a dumping ground. Like, if people need more than the average amount of support, then it's, you really do need to book a session, or, get therapy with me or somebody else. But, if you're messaging to say, I really appreciate, you know, what you're doing or whatever, or this is how it's helped me, or, you know, because what do I say all the time? There's one of the males that watch that actually, I'm going to say it again, you know who you are. I really do want to hear from you or that guy, because it's like I've not heard for a while, so I start to worry a little bit. But yeah, I'll never forget that that person had told me how I helped them when a loved one passed away, and it's just, you know, that's just it's one of the most fulfilling things. It'll be better than any amount of money, hearing that I helped somebody through that dark time in their life when they didn't have a lot of people around them. So I know that there's people that don't talk all the time that I really help. So yeah, let me know, right? And again, like, it's not as if, like, look, if you really have got nowhere to turn to and you need to do that, then please just, you know, sometimes what might help you is just to be like, look, actually, I'm being shown there is somebody, but I do know that person really well, that was like, look, I'm just having a really bad day and it just really helps me and I just know that somebody cares, right? If that's the case, then absolutely email. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is don't be doing it like every Tuesday or something, taking a piss, because that would be like email counselling or something. So anyway, I know the difference, basically. I know the difference. So just, you know, if you know my heart, I'm not going to give anyone a route. It'd be as if you were, it would be if you were doing it all the time. So celebration, this is about union, but it's also, I feel it's about celebrating that you are going to be celebrating. If you've been someone like myself, that you've actually been helping a whole load of the collective, and most of the time you've been struggling yourself, get ready to celebrate with, well, inner union and physical unions, and like I said, or yeah, your abundance coming in before, you know, before a physical union comes in with twin flame. I'm giving, wait a minute, I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose, Archangel Michael. Is that not just magical that says Archangel Michael? I think it's going to turn off, by the way. Archangel Michael, and it's the 16, which is the tower. And then I said Archangel Michael is helping, guide and protect you. And so I really do feel this is for, so I'm loving this message, Dave, but I feel this is for the people that you've already been like me, helping people for like 10 years or 10 years plus, or even if it's 6, 7, 5 years, you know, get ready to celebrate, because you're going to have something to celebrate. Yeah, look, hermit mode, and you might be quite, look, find a mentor, take a break from society, commitment, your spiritual growth. Wow, yeah, you've been committed to your spiritual growth, right? Either healing privately and then going out to help the public, or you were forced like me to be doing it in private and then after your darkness help in public, and you know still going through your dark time. So it's, yeah, beautiful. Right, I'm going to end it there before it turns off. And again, look, I feel this could be coming about in September because it's got the 9 on it. So beautiful message, loving it, and I'll see you for the next one.